Alright guys, so now the next step is to display all these products inside our template. Okay, so let's view site from here. So as you can see, these are all the demo images, right? Demo products. So here we need to display all the products that we just added, right? For the home page, so as you can see, now this is the home page. So we just have to go to the home view. Okay, so let's go to this home view. Let me first close all these tabs. Let me close them, and here in the Great Cart, okay, this is the project level directory. We have views.py. Okay, so here we have the home. So here what we will do is we will first do the query, that's products is equal to product dot objects dot all, because we need all the products, and we also need to filter it by the is available. Okay, because we only want to show those products that are available. Okay, currently all the products are available, but manually you can change it to the product is not available. Also you can do that. So that's why we will say inside the filter function we will say is underscore available is equal to true. So what it will do is it will bring only those products that are available. Alright, since we use this product, so let's bring that in from store dot models import product. Okay, so that's done, and currently we got all the products inside this products variable. So what we will do is we will do the context dictionary, and here let's pass this products key colon, then this variable as a value, then copy this context and pass this inside the render function, so that this values will be available inside this home.html file. Okay, so let's now go to this home.html file, go to the templates, and we have the home.html file here. So here in this template, what we need to do is as you can see, we have the HTML tag with the class of row here. Okay, so this will end here, right? You can see this the tag is highlighted, so that's why. So then inside this row we have some columns, right? We have one column, this is for one product, and this is the second product, this is the third product, right? So now this is like it has a static static products, that's why it is like this. So but in our case what we need to do is we need to keep only one section of this code, code, then delete all the rest of the codes, because we don't need them. We only need one. We will be looping through all the products, so that it will print the number of products we have in the database, right? So let me delete let me keep this one first from here to here. Okay, and the next one here we will delete this one now. Okay, one deleted, and the second one also we will delete. The same way, we don't need this too, and this one delete and delete and delete. Okay, make sure you don't delete this one. All right, so that's it. We have one column here. So here what we will do is we will just say for loop for product in products Then we need to end this for loop here and for. Okay, so this is done. So now let's check. This should print all the this should print 8 times. All right, so let's check. All right, now you can see this has printed all the 8 times because we have 8 products, right? So that's why it looped through all the products. So now what we need to do is we need to dynamically bring in all the title, the product product image and product, sorry, this is just the let me go back. So product price and product image. All right, so let's go back, and here the first one is the title. Let's print product dot product name underscore name. So this will print the product name. Okay, let's refresh. All right, now you can see all the product names are here. All right, so the same way we will also print the price. Okay, this product is like this one, this product dot price. The price is coming from the model. Okay, let me show you that. This is what we are referring. Okay, so the product name also, and we now want to show the product images, right? So here this is the images and home page. Let me copy this one and here it is. Instead of the static image, let's say product dot images dot url. Okay, in this case we want to print the url because we are not storing the images inside the database. Instead we are storing the images, the url of the images. Okay, so what happens is it will print the url of the image, the path of the image. Then once it is rendered in the browser, it will match with the the media folder. Okay, then it will bring in the product from here, right? So that's why we have to say dot url. Okay, so just say Control S and let us refresh. All right, now we have all the products in place. Okay, so that's how we load all the products.